The top 4 teams in the North Division are the only ones to make that conference tournament on this side of the bracket. So you want to play spoiler, Kahoma could do that tonight. Crump is able to run the baseline, gets it to Harris, heaving a 3. It's good! It's good!
Oh, wow!
Harris, the game winner! Elijah Powell driving around Hayes, slashing inside, and the finish. Here comes a double team. McCline able to elude it, sauntering down the lane, banks it in. Josh, you mentioned the bank shot. Why aren't more players using it? And there it is. They're listening to you.
I'm going to put a check in my column there.
Powell flashing in the paint. There is Spate, a long 3. Powell inside, no. Volleyed out to Spate. Puts it in.
Because she had worked inside out.
McCline off target on the three-pointer, and there is a turnaround missed by Green. Another opportunity here for LZ with about a minute to go in the first quarter. McCline! We got a tie ball game, and the Oxford fans are on their feet. Reinvigorated, energized as Terry Williams slaps the floor defensively. And Winston right back there with the answer. Bryan Fenley here alongside legendary coach Tim Speech. A lot of stats from both teams, very similar. We talked about it, the turnovers, the rebounds, the field goal percentage. What is it going to take for that one team to pull away and really have that edge?
One of the teams is going to have to create turnovers. And
yeah, the Choctaws going 0 for 4 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. They have now made 3 threes in the second quarter. Here was Harris with an aggressive take to the cup. He's got a great frame, coach. Really explosive off the dribble.
And he has good touch also.
Locke misfiring. And off last on Harris as he and Spate were going after the loose ball. Doss coming back in for the Bearcats.
It's great to see the tough effort. Every loose ball, you got guys going in, and whether they're finna knock over tables or whatever, but just one of those things when you get this close, you really want to get down there and be able to hold that gold ball up at the end of the journey.
Baldwin and West Tally playing in this exact same game last year. West Tally won that game. Baldwin looking for some revenge this time around. Great defense by Baldwin here. There was Spate lining up a 3.
And another one there.
So Spate's got 2 threes in the second quarter. West Tallahatchie has 4 threes in the second quarter. They're down by 1.
Yeah.
Hurd does not use the screen from Welch, does by Doss. Weaving inside, had the ball stripped away. And they say he touched it last.
Yeah. It was a deflection on the play as he tried to make the pass. Hurd get great penetration, though. He's getting into the gut and heart of that defense, and he's able to make some things happen. And I know Coach will probably try to address him and keep him out the lane there.
Baldwin has not won a state title since 2013. Before that, 1987. And West Tallahatchie won it, of course, last year in the 2A ranks. Locke mishandles the pass, and it's a turnover.
Checking in from Baldwin, number 23, Calvin Harris. For West Tallahatchie, number 11, Elijah Powell.
Elijah Powell coming back in, the 6'4" senior. Had 6 points in the quarterfinals, 4 rebounds in 21 minutes. Final minute here of the first half. What could a team on either side do right now to have a little bit of momentum going into halftime?
You want to try to go in, big shot here and there. It's been a pretty clean play game, not a lot of fouls, and that right there is one of those things. Like I say, big shots here can be. They're going back, but back and forth we go.
Yeah, so Welch pouring in the 3, and then Locke quickly the other way, slashing to the hoop and gets fouled. He's going to the line.
I think the key right now is for neither team to kind of get out of character of what they're doing and give the other team to run. Just kind of know that you played a great half and go in the locker room and let's go out here and lace them back up and go really hard the second half and try to take control in some kind of way.
For some of these guys, I'm sure the nerves have to be very high. As a coach, what do you say to players to calm them down in such a big game with so much on the line?
Well, you let them know, that's the true essence of the game. 16 minutes down, 16 minutes to go. Let's stay through our concept. Let's go through some of those things that we know we want to get at, areas to make sure guys doesn't get out of character and get caught in the moment. Know where you want to go. Let's not do anything that, we're not accustomed to doing in those kind of deals.
Here is Hurd, cross court for Michael Crump. Almost a step-through steal. Here comes Hurd, picked up by Spate. The little push shot will not go, and Locke vacuums in the rebound. 15 on the clock here in the second quarter. Locke to the rim, but he traveled. Hammond, a 52% shooter from the line, coming in with a lot of momentum. A season-high 15 points she logged in that win against Northwest. An 11-point W in Clarksdale, where the Tigers scored 30 first-quarter points, 23 third-quarter points, and Love with the stick back.
Pure tenacity by Diamond Love to get to that basketball. Get 3 points instead of 2. You're almost happy you missed a free throw.
And she averages 4 rebounds per game around a screen from Baker. Here comes a take by Pimpton, and she gets bumped in the act.
See, and that's crucial because that's the third for Rogers. Jenkins has been on the bench for most of the quarter with 3. So now you've got Eccles out, Rogers with 3, Jenkins with 3. You're talking about your 2 best low post players. Really need Hammond to step up here.
Pimpton, in her last game, that loss to Northeast, went 7 of 8 from the free throw line, went 1 of 7 from the field, had 9 points.